The amount of money you make in America determines exactly how much the government takes from you. And the difference between each level, it's not just numbers. It's a completely different life, a different set of rules, a different relationship with money. And most Americans have no idea which level they're actually trapped in. Today, we're going through every single tax level, from $0 all the way to 10 million. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand and exactly what it takes to move up. Would you rather know the truth or stay comfortable? Drop it below. Here's what nobody tells you. The tax system in America is not designed to be fair. It's designed to reward specific behavior. And the people at the top, they figured that out a long time ago. The last level we cover today, the $10 million level. What they pay in taxes will absolutely shock you. Stay right there, because this changes everything. Level 1, $0 to $30,000 a year. This is survival mode. You're working maybe 2 jobs, maybe 3. Every dollar that comes in goes right back out. Rent, food, gas, phone bill. There is nothing left. Now here's the tax situation at this level. If you make under $13,850 as a single person, you pay 0 in federal income tax. 0. Sounds good, right? But here's the problem. You're still paying Social Security tax, Medicare tax, state tax in most states. By the time it's all done, you might be losing 15 to 20% of every dollar you earn on an income that was already not enough. And the worst part? At this level, the tax code offers you almost nothing. No investment deductions, no property write-offs, no business expenses. You work, you pay, you survive. That's level 1. Is this your current situation? Yes or no? Drop it below. Level 2, $30,000 to $75,000 a year. This is where most Americans live. You have a job, maybe a decent one. You're paying rent, or maybe you just bought your first home. You feel like you're making progress. But here's what's actually happening with your taxes. At this level, you're in the 12 to 22% federal tax bracket. For every dollar you earn above $44,000, the government takes 22 cents. Before you even see it, your employer sends it directly to the IRS. You never touch it. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you own a home at this level, you can deduct your mortgage interest. You can deduct property taxes up to $10,000. Suddenly, your taxable income drops, and you pay less. But if you're renting, 0 deductions, 0 write-offs. You pay the full rate every single year. The tax code just told you something very important. Own assets, or keep paying full price. Renting or buying right now. Where are you? Drop it below. But here's where it starts getting really interesting, because the next 2 levels, this is where the tax code starts showing its true face. Stay right there. Level 3, $75,000 to $150,000 a year. You made it to 6 figures, or close to it. You feel successful, and you should. But here's the reality of your tax situation. At this level, you're in the 22 to 24% bracket. You're paying somewhere between $15,000 and $30,000 in federal income tax every single year. Every single year. That's a car. That's a down payment. That's an investment. Gone before you can do anything with it. But here's what the smart people at this level start doing. They open a 401k. They max it out. Every dollar you put into a 401k comes straight off your taxable income. Max contribution in 2025 is $23,000. That's $23,000 the IRS cannot touch. They start a side business, even a small one. Suddenly, home office deduction, car mileage, equipment, software, all write-offs. At this level, the tax code starts rewarding you, but only if you know how to use it. Most people at this level don't. They just pay. Every year, without question. Did you know a side business could lower your taxes? Yes or no? Level 4, $150,000 to $500,000 a year. Now we're talking serious money. doctor, lawyer, senior executive, successful business owner. And here's where the tax situation gets almost painful. You're now in the 32 to 35% federal tax bracket. For every dollar you earn above $178,000, the government takes 32 cents. At $500,000 a year, you could be sending over $150,000 to the IRS every year. That's insane. But here's what the wealthy at this level figured out. Real estate. They buy rental properties. The depreciation write-offs alone can save them tens of thousands every year. They use the mortgage interest deduction. They use bonus depreciation to write off massive amounts in year one. They structure their income through an LLC or S-Corp. Suddenly, their effective tax rate drops from 35% down to 20%, sometimes less. Same income, completely different tax bill. The tax code doesn't reward hard work. It rewards ownership. Would you invest in real estate to lower your taxes? Drop it below the next two levels. This is where everything you thought you knew about taxes gets completely flipped upside down. The numbers are almost unbelievable. Don't go anywhere. Level 5, $500,000 to $1 million a year, half a millionaire to a full millionaire every single year. At this level, most people assume you're paying the maximum in taxes. And if you're just earning a salary, you are. 37% federal tax rate on everything above $578,000, plus state taxes, plus Medicare surtax. You could be losing 45 to 50 cents of every dollar above that threshold. But here's what actually happens at this level for smart investors. They stop taking a salary. They pay themselves through their business. They invest heavily in real estate. They use something called real estate professional status. If you qualify, your rental property losses can offset all of your income. WW-2 income, business income, everything. High-income earners at this level can wipe out 6 figures of taxable income using this single IRS-approved designation. They use the 1031 exchange to sell properties and buy bigger ones without ever paying capital gains tax. Their money keeps compounding. Their tax bill keeps shrinking. Same America, same IRS, completely different rules. Do you think the wealthy know things most people don't? Agree or disagree? T. Level 6, $1 million to $10 million a year. This is where the system completely breaks open. And what I'm about to tell you will make you question everything. At this level, the truly wealthy are often paying a lower effective tax rate than a nurse, than a teacher, than a firefighter. How? They don't earn income. They build wealth. Most of their money comes from investments, from capital gains, from real estate appreciation. Long-term capital gains tax rate for most of these earners, 20%. Compare that to a W-2 worker paying 37% on their salary. The millionaire pays 20. The employee pays 37 on money that the millionaire didn't even have to physically work for. They use charitable trusts to donate assets and get massive deductions. They use opportunity zone investments to defer and eliminate capital gains. They use cost segregation studies on real estate to accelerate depreciation. They have teams of CPAs and tax attorneys working year-round to find every single legal reduction possible. And it's all legal. Every single bit of it, because the tax code was written to reward people who build things, who invest, who own assets, not people who just show up to work every day. Does this make you angry or motivated? Drop one word below. Try all of this. There are mistakes that will cost you everything. Mistake 1, thinking you can do this alone. You cannot. The strategies at level 4, 5, and 6 require a real estate CPA, a tax attorney, professionals who live and breathe this. One wrong move and the IRS comes for you. Get the right team. Mistake 2, bad record keeping. No receipts, no deductions, period. Every expense, every invoice, every mile driven. Document everything. Mistake 3. Moving too fast. People hear about the 1031 exchange and immediately try to execute it without understanding the rules. You have 45 days to identify a new property, 180 days to close. Miss those deadlines and you owe the full tax bill immediately. Know the rules before you play the game. Should financial education be taught in American schools? Yes or no? Here's what every level has in common. The people who move up don't just earn more, they learn more. They understand how the tax code actually works. They shift from earning income to building assets, from getting a paycheck to owning things that generate cash flow and tax advantages simultaneously. At level 1, you're surviving. At level 2, you're paying full price. At level 3, you're starting to learn the game. At level 4, you're using real estate to change the rules. At level 5, you're making the tax code work for you. At level 6, the game is almost completely in your favor. The difference between each level is not just money, it's knowledge, it's strategy, it's ownership. And the beautiful thing? You can start moving up from wherever you are right now. One decision, one investment, one piece of knowledge at a time. Which level are you at right now? Drop the number below. Before you go, if this video showed you something you didn't know before, subscribe. I break down exactly how money works in America every single week. The stuff your employer never told you, the stuff schools never taught you. Drop a comment. Which level shocked you the most? And share this with someone who needs to see it. Your friend who's been working the same job for years. Your sibling who thinks paying taxes is just what you do. Send it to them right now. Next video, I'm breaking down how the top 1% actually builds wealth, not what they tell you on social media. The real strategy, step by step. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's get it. Peace.